Welcome, everyone. Noah here on the Dynamics Weekly newsletter and podcast. This is a series of podcasts about Dynamic Communities Community Summit lately. And this conference is scheduled for October 19th through the 23rd in Orlando, Florida. Here we are in the middle of July. Summer is speeding past, and October will be here in no time at all. So if you have not had a chance to register for Summit, if you're thinking about going to Summit, check out the website, SummitNA.com. It's got a ton of sessions that are talking about all the different products that Microsoft has rolled out for the Dynamics field. And a lot of great presenters coming down to share their experiences with these products. There's academy classes as well. Let me also mention that there are two registrations on the same website. One registration is for Summit, which gets you into all of the sessions during the week, but there are classes being offered by Academy. So the Academy classes are an additional registration page on that same website. So check that out if you want to do the classes. That's one registration. Summit is another one. We'll be talking with Academy class and session presenters leading up to the conference. And today on our 34th interview, we have Lauren Castloo with us. Lauren, how are you doing?
I'm good. I was hoping I would be number 33. That's my lucky number.
Almost. I had a few people ahead of you this morning. Sorry. But hey,
It's
you are
all
going to be
good.
just as lucky, I'm sure.
Hopefully so.
So I see you listed as the channel marketing manager at True Commerce. Have you been with them for a while?
I actually have not been here very long. At this point in time, I've been here 4 months, going on 5. But I do come from the channel, so I was previously with another ISV for almost 3 years. So that has been basically the extent of my channel career. So I'm going on 4 years.
And you're managing about 30 marketing relationships under True Commerce right now.
Yep.
Sounds like a handful there.
Yeah, and it's actually, so I do work across various ERPs just because True Commerce, not that we're ERP agnostic, but there are some key ERP relationships that we have, but obviously Microsoft is a strong one for us, and same thing with my previous organization. Microsoft was a key ERP ecosystem for us, and so yeah, actually, one of my very first trade shows that I attended was actually Community Summit in 2022, I believe.
2022. So was that Orlando again?
Yeah, that was Orlando, and that was when the Sage conference was happening at the same time, the same
I remember
venue.
that. Yes.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so it was mass chaos because there were so many people in Orlando.
It was. So I do remember that. I've been to tons of summits over the years. We started off with our first one. They started over a decade ago. I made the majority of them. I've missed a few years, but I made the majority of them. And I'll be down there. This one, I'm flying in on Friday, staying all through the week because I've got a couple of academy classes I'm teaching the weekend before, and I have at least one session during the week. So I'll be down there
Yeah.
as well with you.
That's gonna be a long week. I think right now I'm planning to come in that Sunday morning, and then, yeah, I mean, I'll be there through the full extent, so through that Thursday.
Yep, Sunday, I think they have some academy classes that are wrapping up. And that Sunday night, I think they're having some get-togethers, I think for
Yeah.
people who are new to Summit.
Yeah, it's normally the first timer receptions is what I think they call them.
Yep, so that'd be great. Uh, I'm sure they'll pack that out. And I think they're going for record numbers this year, especially since the recovery from the COVID years. So it's good to see so many people signing back up and making their way down to Orlando this year.
Yeah, it's always a great time. I love seeing everyone, because even though, haven't been in the channel that long, if you make the effort, I think you just really get what you want out of it if you put the effort in. So it's always great seeing the partners. There are also end users that I've seen various years, other ISVs. It's just a really good time.
Yep, I agree. It's a great time for networking, meeting new people, and meeting people you've met in the past.
Yeah.
So, and you are you have pretty much the whole week open until your session on Thursday.
I know we get that first time slot after the closing party on Wednesday night. So hopefully, if you're listening to this, come and see us at 8:15 the next morning. Sam and I
You'll
will be
have
there bright and early.
you'll have some people who'll be there because even if they party all night, they'll still get up. They may stay up the whole night, but they'll be at the
I
sessions.
yeah. But yes,
So
so go ahead.
the yeah, the title for your session is Building Bridges, the Power of Mentorship and Dynamics. Is this a new session for you?
Yeah, this is a new session, and this really came about. So, as I have alluded to, I'm relatively new into my career, and I really just fell into the channel. And when I fell into the channel, I came across Sam, and actually, the first time that we ever met was Community Summit back in 2022. She was wearing a green blazer and I was wearing green pants and we were matching and we were like, hey, you're cool to each other. And so that's how we met. And then, I kept seeing Sam everywhere in across the various ERP ecosystems. And I was like, she knows what she's doing. And I don't know that I necessarily know what I'm doing. And so I was like, let me talk to her and pick her brain about the channel, how I can see success in the channel. And since then, she has been my mentor. So, I mean, we're going on 3 years at this point. And I was talking with her, and we got the idea to submit for a session essentially about mentorship and dynamics.
Uh-huh. Well,
And
it's gonna
so,
be a great topic, I'm sure. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we're looking forward to it. Sam's really passionate about mentorship and mentoring others. There's actually a few of us that she mentors in the channel. And so, never done a speaking session. I am pretty extroverted, I'm outgoing. And so I just thought this would kind of be my next step to push myself out of my comfort zone. So I'm looking forward
Hmm.
to it.
This is awesome. I mean, and for everybody who's listening, Sam Bush has been on our sessions, our podcast interviews before. I met her first on a podcast interview earlier this year for Dynamics Con, and she does have a podcast of her own out there, I believe. Have you been on that one?
No, but I'm actually stay tuned for that. That'll also be coming out soon. We are planning to do basically a session to discuss like things happening at Community Summit and really highlight the event and build some excitement around it.
Good, awesome. Have you gone through and already picked out your sessions that you'll be attending while you're there?
So I have briefly looked through. I do have a few bookmarked, mainly the marketing sessions, just because I am in marketing. And then obviously there are a lot centered around AI, and that's the hot topic everybody wants to know. But I also personally want to know, how I can level up using AI in my daily life. So those are some that I've bookmarked already.
Awesome. And I do want to mention about your session. I see it's a breakout session, so those are about 60 minutes. It's for anybody really who wants to attend, but its ability level is tagged as new to any products. Diversity and inclusion is the primary track. The other tracks are mentioned are diversity and inclusion, marketing, and leadership. So those are the ones that I see listed on the website for your session.
Yep. Yeah, we really just want to foster the conversation of we want to encourage mentorship in general because we feel that we've had a very successful mentorship. And just from my perspective, there have been plenty of times that I just want to share my thought process with her. And also, sometimes when you're coming from smaller organizations, you don't necessarily have that sounding board to go off of and say, like, hey, is this a crazy idea? Or what do you think about this? Have you done this? What has been your experience with it? And so I've found it really great to have Sam as a mentor because she has lived so many experiences and has worked at plenty of ISVs within the channel, that she can help provide that guidance and perspective that I'm looking for.
Have you met any of the other people that she's mentoring right now?
Yes, actually. So one of the other mentees, we talk on a pretty regular basis, and then I think at this point I've met everyone that she is a mentor for. And we're all kind of similar in age. So, yeah, I think we've all just had great experiences with her.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure if anybody's out there listening and they're looking for some guidance in their career, looking for some guidance in this list of many, many products Microsoft has rolled out for us, you and Sam are great people for them to contact.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I mean, hopefully in the future, I'll be a mentor to some people. I know there are definitely things that I'm still learning, but I feel like I've built a pretty good network within the channel of marketing contacts and even just channel managers, sales, things like that across various VARs and ISVs. So,
And Lauren, what's the best method for people to get in touch with you? If they have questions about your session, before or after the session, if they have questions about mentorship, how should they get in touch with you?
yeah, I mean, I think the quickest way that I'm going to respond is, I mean, I'm on LinkedIn all the time. And
Hmm.
so my LinkedIn, if you just search up my name, I don't think anyone else shares my name. So you should be able to find me pretty easily. But besides that, I mean, my email also more than willing, which is just lauren.castloo@truecommerce.com would be another good avenue.
Okay, good deal. And I do find myself on LinkedIn Messenger more often than email lately. So,
I just feel
it's
like
been a
it
switch.
it kind of just removes a barrier, because with email obviously you don't have a face to it, but on LinkedIn you can see somebody's whole life on LinkedIn, whatever they're
Yeah, the
publishing
whole
out
profile.
there. Yeah, so it just feels a little bit more personal than a cold email to say.
Yep, I agree. So I noticed that about my own correspondence this year, and I think I'm just forging ahead with LinkedIn communications. So
Yeah,
it's
definitely
great.
think
It's
it's the
great for
better
the
route.
business community.
Yes, for sure.
So your company you're with, True Commerce, they will have a booth in the expo hall, booth number 506, I think.
Yes, that is correct. We are going big this year. We have a 30 by 30 booth. We're one of the premier sponsors. So we'll have a speaking session, a legend stage presentation. We'll have some activations within our booth. Next week, we'll be announcing what our theme is. So stay tuned for that. I'm a little biased because I'm the one who picked out the theme, but I think it's a pretty fun theme.
Ah,
And our booth it'll be fun. It'll reflect it for sure.
awesome. Well, I'll be looking forward to that this announcement as well then.
Awesome.
So, and you've been down to Orlando, you've been to this Gala Resort where it's a great hotel environment, all under glass. So if you're traveling in from out of state, everybody listening, don't worry about the heat. It's all air conditioned inside the Gaylord, even the big atrium area. It's a great complex. So plenty of room. Even though they're going to have record turnout, I think this year for Summit, there's still plenty of room for everybody to navigate the floors and the hallways to all the different sessions.
Yes. Now we just need to pray for good weather because it's October, storm season in Florida. So,
Yes. And you're dialing in. Are you from the Dallas Fort Worth area?
yep, I'm in Dallas, Texas.
So I hope you. I think you're a good bit away from the floods that hit that area in Texas on the west side, I think.
Yeah, it was more central Texas. So I mean, from Dallas, it's probably a good 6 hours away.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, a deeply tragic event. And so I do know some people that live out in Kerrville, and so I checked on them. Luckily, they were all high enough. Some of them like got stuck at work for a little bit, but luckily they were all okay.
Good. It's a horrible thing to hear about all that out there. So our hearts and prayers go out to all those people affected.
Yes.
Hopefully they'll have um, less rain. They can handle the recovery efforts there.
Yeah, hopefully
And we're
so. But I mean, a lot of people
uh,
have come together across Texas, and a lot of businesses donating to those counties. So it's been good.
yep. Well, hey, Lauren, thank you so much today. Any other things that we want to mention about you or your session or summit in general?
I think the only other thing that I'll give a shout out to is if you're not planning to attend our session or you can't make it, or you just want to hear from us twice, Sam and I are actually going to be doing a webinar on, well, let me get the date correct, August 5th. So that's going to be Tuesday, August 5th, and I believe it's at 11 a.m. Central. And so we're also going to be talking about the power of mentorship and dynamics, and that's going to be through UST Education. So if you go to their website, you can find us on there.
So is the link already up? Can we include that on our comments for LinkedIn?
Yes, I think it should already be up. If not, I definitely have the link. So yeah,
Cool.
I can share that
So
out.
we'll put that in the comments for the LinkedIn post for this podcast.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, hey, Lauren, thank you so much for joining me today. It's always great to share with our audience news about upcoming events like Summit. And to all of our listeners out there, if you get a chance, it's always great to network and meet people in person at these conferences. So I'm sure Lauren would not be opposed to you, meeting her in the hallways or at her session and introducing yourself so that you can associate a face with a LinkedIn profile or an email. So it's always great to have in-person networking.
Yes, please come and find me. I'll be there all week.
All right, Lauren, thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to meeting you down at Summit.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for having me.